Oh yeah, you see the pot, you see the water, there's the stand, we got the propane. You guys know what time it is. Yep, nighttime, but also it's about to be crawfish and seafood time. Let's boil it up. All right, guys, welcome to Es BBQ. As you can see, we are ready to go. I'm going to start turning on this, get this boil ready. What we got today, Scarlett's getting all the trays ready over here. Thank you, Scarlett. We're going to start chopping it up. I'm going to try to do a time lapse of that. We got something special. It's only going to be about 8 pounds of crawfish today. Okay, and then we're going to do about 1.5 pounds of black mussels. And then I've got about 6 clusters of snow crab that we're going to cook up. So that's going to be fun. The other thing we've got, of course, are all the essentials. We've got the mushrooms, we've got onion, we've got celery, we've got potatoes and corn, and what else do we got? Oranges and lemons for flavor, tons of sausage. So it's going to be fun, guys. So let me get this fired up and we're going to get started. There they are. Got them crawfish fritters in there, guys. They're ready to be purged. Okay, I got these from HEB. This is only about 8 pounds. Get them out to like 30 bucks. All right, and you see we got the fire going over there, and we already got the cleaner over here, the crawfish washer over here. So check it out. That's what we're using right now, the crawfish washer. We've got the hose hooked up. It creates that little cyclone. I'm gonna pour those crawfish right in there. Okay. A little hard to do with one hand though, so let's see what we can do. All right, I went ahead and dumped them in there. Look, we got a guy who's trying to escape. Put him back in there. But look how dirty that water got, right? So that's what we want to do, is we want to purge these crawfish, and I'm just gonna let them keep going until that water turns clear. And that should be about 15 minutes or so. I'm just trying to make sure I don't have any crawfish that got away. But that's it. Check it out. It just has the jets that go in there. Kind of overflows on the side, right? So I'm letting that water go that way. Waste of water, yeah, but let's not talk about that. Water bill's gonna be a little high. But that's it. And then we just hope that no crawfish will fall over that and go down the road. All right, guys, take a look. It's been about only 5 minutes so far, but you can see how clean it's starting to get, right? See all those crawfish, you can pretty much see all the way to the bottom. So it's getting nice and clean now. No escapees so far. So we're gonna let that go a little bit longer, maybe another 5-10 minutes, and those are gonna be nice and clean. All right, so this is it, guys. This is everything that's gonna be going in there right now. Now let's start with the actual boil flavor. We're gonna go with this Go Creole, all right? I found this at HEB. It smelled really good. I've never had it before, but we're gonna try it this time. And in addition to this 4.5 pound bag, we're gonna go ahead and put one of these small ones here of the Louisiana crab boil. And we usually use the Zatarain's 4.5 pound, and then we use the little, the liquid boils. But the kids said that they don't really want it to be spicy. So I'm gonna try to make it not spicy. And if it comes out good, great. If it doesn't, I'm gonna let you guys know, okay? So as far as the actual flavor from the boil, boom and boom. It's gonna be those two right there, okay? On top of that, we're gonna be putting the garlic powder and the butter and all that other stuff that you always see us put in. And I'll show you that as I throw it in. Now the cool part, I'm gonna do this here. You see this here? Got this from Louisiana, actually shipped in from Louisiana. LeBleu's Landing, okay? And I'm probably saying it wrong, LeBleu's Landing, right? That is an awesome, awesome, awesome place to eat out there in Sulphur, Louisiana. If you haven't been there, you should go. But I bought this. This is their like dusting seasoning. So after everything's done, I'm just gonna lightly dust everything and mix it with that flavoring right there. And hopefully it's as good. I know it's not gonna be as good as what they make it, but hopefully I get some of that flavor. But man, that stuff is really good. I had quite a few contained and shipped to me from Louisiana from them. So that was really cool. Now, as far as the fixins, what's going in there? Obviously, we got mushrooms, sausage, potatoes, the onions, the corn, and celery back there. So we're gonna be hooking this up, guys. Like I said, I need to chop this up right now. The water is boiling, or the water is trying to get to boil, and the crawfish are back there cleaning up. So I'm trying to get this done right on time. So I'm gonna chop everything up, get everything done, ready to throw in, and hopefully the water will be ready to boil and the crawfish will be ready to boil as well. All right, then let's get back to it. All right, so we got the sausage all cut up. We've got the oranges and lemons and onions all cut up. The celery's ready to go in. Mussels have been debearded and cleaned and checked to the best of my ability. And we've got everything else ready to go. So right now, we're gonna go check this fire. Checking this, see if it's boiling. Yep, we got a rolling boil. You can't really see it. Rolling boil. So we're gonna put this aside. And we're gonna start throwing everything in there right now. So now we are ready. The water's boiling. We're gonna go ahead and put all of our seasonings in there. So let's go ahead and start off with this one here. You see how that looks? You see that? Smells really good. All right, this is gonna go in here. All of it. All right. So that's that. It actually has a little bit of a citrusy smell. You can smell that orange. Okay, next up, we're just gonna throw this bag of Louisiana stuff right in there. Okay, now we've got our garlic powder, 10 ounce. We're gonna put this whole thing in there. Okay. Get off to the side. Now it's butter time. Okay. I gotta try to unwrap them at the same time and do this quickly. So I'm gonna put about 6 sticks of butter. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. There's 5. This one's the salted, which is what I usually use, and I noticed the other one had the red cap. There's 6. There's 7. Hell, let's put them all in there. Like I said, I was just gonna put the 6, but 4 of them are unsalted and 4 of them are salted. I don't know the difference. So boom, there's the salt. We're gonna squeeze all these oranges and all these lemons and get them in there. Okay. So here we go. Squeeze the juice. Squeeze the juice. Goes in. Put all the onions in there. Celery. I'm just going to put the whole bag of celery in there. Our old bay leaves in there. We just put a whole bag in there. Get a little bit of a mix. We're going to let that return to a boil. Cover that up. That should not take that long. Whew, that's bright. All right, so I'm gonna let that get back up to a rolling boil. Once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and throw the potatoes in there. We're gonna let those boil for about 15 minutes. Then once those boil, then we're gonna throw the crawfish in there. And we're gonna let that go about 3 minutes. Then we're gonna cut it, and then everything else is gonna go in for soaking time. All right, so we'll get back with you when it's ready to throw the potatoes in. And if we take a look here, you can see those crawfish, that water is like crystal clear now. Beautiful, you can see all the way to the bottom. So right now, like I said, we're waiting for that water to get back up to a boil, and then we're gonna put those potatoes in. But these crawfish are looking good. All right, here we go. We are at a rolling boil. See that? Wipe off the camera. There you go, rolling boil. So now we're gonna get our potatoes. And there you go. That's gonna stay there for about 15 minutes. And then after that, we're gonna throw the crawfish in. And we're almost done, guys. We are almost done. All right, so the potatoes have been boiling in here already for about 17 minutes. Watch out, baby girl. If you look at that, you can see it's at a nice rolling boil. We are actually ready to put the crawfish in here. And I'm gonna let the crawfish stay in there, probably about 3 minutes on boil. They're the crawfish. They're all clean. They're all ready to go. Crawfish going in. Okay. And again, that was only 8 pounds of crawfish. Okay. Mix it up a little bit. We're gonna close it. All right. About 3 minutes. That's about it right there. 3 minutes. We're gonna let those boil. I'm gonna shut off all the power. I'm gonna shut off the fire. Then once I do that, sausages, the corn, and the mushrooms, and anything else that needs to soak, which will be the mussels and the crab. All that's gonna be put in there, and we're gonna let that boil, and we're gonna let that soak for about 25 minutes. So now we've already had those going. We're gonna go ahead and turn this off. Turn that down, gonna let that go through. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, fire's off. Now we're just gonna put everything else in there and we're gonna let it soak. Look at those crawfish. Doesn't that look good? Ooh-wee. Throw on the mushrooms. Okay. Got quite a bit of mushrooms. We love these mushrooms. Corn, I like to break them in half, right? Do the corn, break them in half. Kind of not really half, but whatever, just break them. Right? Fresh corn. You can throw a whole one if you want in there and then cut it later. Whatever you want to do. A little hard to do. Here. There. There. Gotta push this down. Make sure it's in there. All that good sausage. Sausage is in there. Last but not least, the mussels and the snow crab. That's all gonna go in there. Okay. I checked those mussels. I cleaned them earlier. Put this all in there. All right. Let it mix. And now I got my other boil boss that has a thermometer on here. So I'm gonna start pushing this. And if you look at this thermometer, we want to get it into the soak. So it should be pretty hot right now, but it is cold outside, so maybe it might not go super high. Let me see where we're at, a little bit higher. All right, so I'm mixing this a little bit. Mix everything in there. Right, so now I got to cool this off because you saw it's already too hot there, right? So let me put this to the side. We're gonna get the boil boss ring here, and we're gonna put this on just like this. All right, just like that. Okay, and if you look on this side, Scarlett, you can see there's a little knob right here. I'm gonna turn that knob on. I'm gonna start cooling this down, right? So as it's cooling it down, I'm gonna put this back in there, and I need to make sure I check the temp because I don't want this to go past the green. I want it to be in the soak. I just want to cool it down just enough to where it's gonna soak in that green temperature area, right? So you see it's still hot. So right now it's still technically cooking everything, and I don't want it to cook everything. So we just mix this around. That boil box ring will shoot water, and you can see the temperature's coming down, but I have to keep moving it around. If you get on there close, Scotty, you can take a look at all that good, yummy goodness. There's your crawfish. The crab all went to the bottom. The mussels are probably on the bottom. Alright. So it's still at temp. I still need to cool that down. So I got to keep this moving. So it's cooling down the sides, so I'm pulling it from the sides. This is really easy. It's just a lot of work, guys, to be honest. I mean, the most work you got to do is the prep. And if you're by yourself like I was, I had started helping me with filming. But if you're by yourself, it is a pain in the butt because you got to, you know, cut up everything on your own and, you know, try to make sure you have everything in order and you don't forget anything. But to be honest, I had an ace up my sleeve, guys. I had Bobby, my cousin Bobby, on speed dial, and that dude was helping me out, because I kept forgetting how many minutes for this and when do I put this in and when do I put that in. So here we are. We're right, can you see that? Right on that soak temp right there. And since it's cold outside, I'm probably gonna stop it a little early. So let me give it about another minute. Trying to get this water cooled down. So that's pretty close. And we can see that it's kind of fogging up the thing there. Can you see? Let me see if I can tap on there. Try to focus. There you go. So you see that boil boss? Now it's in soak. So I'm gonna come over here and we're gonna shut that off. Okay. So we're gonna mix a little bit more. It smells pretty good. What do you think, Scar? Can you smell it? Mm-hmm. Thank you, Scarlett, for helping me out also. Thank you, Bobby, for helping me out. So you see right there, we're in the soak zone, okay? So that's it. Now I'm just gonna let this guy, that means it's not technically cooking anymore. So we're gonna let it soak for about 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. Let it all absorb the flavors, you know, everything that we got in there. Then we're gonna taste it and see how it came out. And then once I serve it, again, I'm gonna put some of this stuff on there, which is that dust. It's a seasoning that they make here at Le Beau, however you want to say it. I'm not Cajun, so my apologies for offending anybody because I cannot pronounce that correctly. But Louisiana is legit. When we went over there for my daughter's Jenny Finch World Series thing, we stopped by this restaurant, we ate crawfish there, and oh my goodness, it was ridiculously good. And they had some of this dust on there, and I've never had that before. So I called them up. They say that their owner makes this personally. So he made a whole bunch. I got some, I bought some and had it shipped to me. So we are gonna try this out today. Alrighty, we are back. So right now, this thing has been soaking for 20 minutes. We like to do it in like stages. So 20 minutes is where it's at right now. Go ahead and put this down. Open this up. Let's take a look. It smells really good. It definitely looks like it can soak some more. Let's take a look at this boil boss thing here. I want to see what the temp is at. That's where we are at right now. And I guess the temperature, if I should be able to tell you, is about 150, 148, 150-ish, right around there. Okay, just in case y'all were wondering, and y'all can't see it very good. You can see that corn is looking pretty red. Everything's looking kind of red. The phone looks a little brown, but in real life, this is like a reddish color. So you see them crab right there, looking pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is a little taste test right now. So we're gonna see how spicy it is. Like the longer you go, the spicier it ends up getting, right? So let's come down here, see what we got here. See if I find the crawfish. Where's the crawfish? Actually, you know what? Let me do a mushroom, because the mushrooms soak up a lot of heat. So let's see how that comes out. All right, stand by. You can hear me coughing. Damn. Excuse my language, but that is good. But if there's going to be a negative side, is that it's spicy, and I know these are supposed to be spicy. You know, I know crawfish boils are spicy, but I was hoping for it not to be that spicy so the kiddos can eat it, you know. There's a mussel. Look, that open right up. Looking good. Let's go ahead and take that crawfish right there. The mussel. You see the potatoes. You know, let me do that for a picture. So we're gonna try this guy out right now, and I'll come back. I'll let you know how it is, because I cannot, you know, peel it and eat it and hold the phone at the same time. So all right, we'll be back. Alrighty, I'm back. So that crawfish was perfectly cooked, right? What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take some of this off and serve some up, because it is spicy, and I know the longer it soaks, the more spicy it's gonna get. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna take some of this off and we're gonna plate it for the kiddos to try to eat now, you know. So I'm gonna put some there. All right, some corn. Put those right in here. So there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some more crawfish, some mussels, some stuff on here for the kiddos to be able to eat. And hopefully this won't be too spicy for them. And last thing we're gonna do right before we serve is just gonna put a little bit of that seasoning on it. A little bit of a drizzle. I'm not gonna put too much. I'm just gonna put a little bit over everything there. But on mine, I'm gonna definitely put a lot more. This has a little bit of a kick to it, but it has also some nice salty and some different flavors on there that I think will add to this. So that's it. Time to go feed the kids and let the other one soak for about 20 more minutes. All right, guys. This stuff has been soaking for about, let's see, 20 plus another 15, 35 minutes or so. And I think that's as far as we're gonna go with it. The kids are actually throwing a grub on the inside, and they really, really did like the crab. Now the crab had the least amount of spice in it. So they are throwing down on the crab and the crawfish, but as far as the mushrooms and sausages, it is a little too spicy for them. But for you guys at home, if you like a little spice in your life, that seasoning that we used today, that was very, very good. The mussels came out good. Take a look at that, guys. This stuff is awesome. The taste is ridiculously good, okay? So what I'm gonna do right now is, this is done for the soak. We are done with the cook. I'm gonna start plating this up. If you guys got an ice chest, you can pour it all out and just pour it all in the ice chest and put a little bit of that dusting on there if you want. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's perfectly good just like this. But look at that, guys. That came out really good. I'm very happy with this cook. But thanks for following along. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's just an iPhone video at night, but I promised I would make one for you guys, so here it is. So anyway, that's it again. Crawfish, again, all the way on the very, very bottom. I got a scrape so we can find those mussels. And there are the mussels right there, man. Those things came out really, really good too. Potatoes came out good, everything came out good. So that's it, guys, we're done. Fatty's Barbecue. Hope you had a great time. We shall see you on the next one. And I almost forgot. I promised I was gonna put some of this seasoning on there. There it is right there. I'm gonna put some of this on there and I'm gonna mix it up. So I'm gonna put plenty of this one. I'm gonna dust it up, right? And then I'm gonna mix it. And then I'm gonna put some more and then we're gonna throw down. But that's it, guys. We are gonna throw down on this. Again, Fatty's Barbecue. Y'all have a good one, because I know I am. Woo-hoo.